Good evening. My name is April Bloom, and tonight I'm going to talk to you about marketing in the CAPSUM simulation for Team Baldwin. It's partnered with Stephanie Holland, Kennedy Stoddard, and Austin Vernier. My portion was a marketing functional manager. With marketing, quick overview, some of the most important things in marketing is the 4 Ps. It's product, place, price, position, and forecasting. So those were my major responsibilities in the simulation. In round one, I was a little conservative in this round with what we were using for promo and sales. The reason for that is we spent so much money in our R&D production and capacity. We did also bring in a new product in round one, and that was a lesson that we had learned from our practice rounds. Team's major decisions. In this round, we decided not to invest a lot of money in sales and promotion for one of our products, and that product was bead. The reason for that was the R&D was so far out, we knew that this product really wouldn't reach the age, the maturity that it needed to until year 6 or round 6. That was a competitive edge for us, I believe, because we had a lot more money to spend on our other products. In round 2, we had some high promo and sales in our traditional section. We were forecasting. We did have some forecasting struggles for traditional. We had a high accessibility in our investments. And our major team decision was to continue to drop beads investments. We poured most of our promo and sales into Baker. And although beads R&D pushed changes to a later round, we felt like our strong sales and traditional segment were great, and we overshot our production, leaving some inventory in our round 2. So just some working out on the forecasting piece. And again, continuing to drop those sales investments in our low-end product, knowing that this would be a more competitive product in year 6 through 8. So in round 3, we decided that bead, we did not want to just leave an item on the shelf waiting for it to really come to fruition in round 6. So we decided to do something a little different, and we dropped beads price drastically. It was in that low end segment, so people are very interested in price in that segment, or our customers are. And sure enough, beads stocked out. So it was a great decision for us. And we also continued to drop the promo and our budget sales on that product, ensuring that we had a lot of profit coming in. It was the second largest producing sales for us. So it was a great move. Bump promotion, promoting our new product came out. It was doing very well. And then our major team decision was, like I said, to drop beads price. It gave us a competitive edge, and I feel like we took some calculated risks during this time that really worked in our advantage. In round 4, bead continued to remain competitive. Again, we weren't spending a whole lot of money in promo and sales, and really didn't expect bead to become competitive until round 6. Baker also stocked out. So with both of those products, just kind of forecasting was something that I had to work on. Bump performed well in sales, 16%. And then the customer awareness across the board for our products other than bead was in the 90s, and accessibilities within the 70s. Our major team decisions here were just really strong competitive sales and promo and our pricing. We were able to do this in round 4 because round 4 really was our turning point where we started to see a lot of profit. We had a lot of cash in hand to be able to spend on our promotional pieces. And it just gave us a competitive edge because we were able to price a little bit differently. When I say the pricing differently, some of our competitive advantages through the rest of the rounds from round 4 on, we won and stocked out on items over mere pennies on pricing, in some cases 1 cent. In round 5, our product sales were the highest in rounds 4 and 5. The new product bump was a top product. So we had learned in our practice rounds that you use your promotional sales in that new product, just lining it up appropriately, and we did very well. We stocked out on bead again and on buddy, but we left inventory on the shelf in our traditional and performance segments. So major team decisions here was to increase the sales for bump and bid. And our competitive edge was the awareness percentages. It really did help us out in our customer survey. In round 6, struggled a little bit with forecasting. Bead stocked out again, aggressive with our sales and promo. Again, our pricing continued to be very competitive. It was very well planned, and that's where some of the struggle with the forecasting came, because the pricing was so good that we would stock out when we didn't expect to. Major team decisions was strong sales for Blood, which was our new product that came out, and then accessibility for Bedlam. At this point, we were bringing out our third product in the competition. So competitive edge very much was our promotional sales and budgeting and our pricing. Round 7, all products were selling well. They were great on the market. Strong promo and sales in place. Strategic placement of products in the traditional high-end and size segments was phenomenal. Again, major team decisions. We were pricing excellently, and we had wonderful product placement. At competitive edge, we had the profit to provide lower prices, ideal positioning. We had very good products on the shelf for the best prices. In round 8, bead inventory carrying costs. Woo, that hurt us. So this is where I think I got a little greedy on our pricing. We were selling bead so well for the first 7 rounds, unexpectedly there in the first few rounds, that I thought we could sell bead in the last round at what it had basically been running. I should have dropped bead for about another 25 cents, and we would have sold even more, even though we were the top seller in that segment. Just a pricing mishap there. Top products in all segments. Major team decisions. Our production. Competitive edge was finances. We had finances to spend on high dollar customer awareness and accessibility, and just pricing well. In the end, our strengths and weaknesses. Our pricing was an excellent strength for us. Forecasting, it was a strength and a weakness. At times, because of our pricing, we didn't forecast well. But in the end, we sold a ton of products. We sold the most products, and we brought in the greatest cumulative profit. Our pricing beat in the last round. It was a strength throughout the entire competition until that last round. Aha moments. Our true strategic methodology was actually broad differentiation, and it really didn't find that out until later on in the competition. And then our ideal spot and demand analysis, looking 1 round ahead. Unfortunately, we were a little bit behind in that, but we figured that one out pretty quick. Textbook concepts, just that strategic marketing, understanding certain products, how they sell to certain customers, and how to target customers by the choice means of advertisement. That's my presentation for the night, and I thank you very much.